Hey guys, I hope you are doing well. I want to take a few minutes and talk about the process of listing your homes. Uh, a lot of people have bought a house but never sold a house. So this year I've had a lot of people contact me about wanting to sell in the spring and they're wanting to get prepped and ready. So I just want to do a video so you guys know what to expect. The first thing is an initial consultation. That's when I show up. I'll go through your house and we talk about the market. We talk about the expectations of what's going to be happening, and that's where we get into the pre-listing preparation. That's when I talk to you about what you need to do. We walk through your house and I'll give ideas. Sometimes I walk through houses and people want to do renovations. They want to do whatever it takes to get top dollar. Sometimes people can't. They can't afford to do renovations. They don't have time to do renovations. So I walk through and give them tips on how to maximize and work with what they have instead of trying to do renovations because they can't afford it. And then we'll go into a pricing strategy. In a pricing strategy, I bring the facts. I bring this is what's sold in your neighborhood. This is what is a comparable, and then I answer questions about pricing, what you think is comparable, and we talk about that. So we come up with a complete strategy. Because once we come up with a strategy, we have to pricing strategy doesn't always mean what it's going to sell for. The strategy is how do we maximize what you're going to be able to make on the sale. And sometimes that is pricing it low to get it bid up. Depends on the price point, depends on the property. And sometimes it's starting high and then tailoring it low every few weeks to a price reduction. So there's a unique strategy for every property. And that's one thing with my experience really comes into play is helping with that strategy. Once we get the pricing strategy, we start talking about the marketing plan, everything that I do from professional photography, from the videos, from my big online social media presence, where we're going to put it, how we're going to position it, and why. Because it's really important because we'll be partners, we'll be a team that you understand why I'm doing the things that I'm doing. Then next we start talking about the showing preparation, what the house needs to look like when people come in to see the house, what they're looking for, what type of things will trigger a buyer with a negative impact. And it's the same things that trigger them with a positive impact: the smell, the cleanliness, how it looks, the clutteredness, how it feels. Both of those can be either very negative or very positive depending on the buyer and the what you're giving them, the scent, the smell, what they're able to see, what they're visually and physically seeing. And then the house will go on the market. And once the house goes on the market, because we have the plan, we have the pricing strategy, we have how we're going to market. So the house goes on the market. At that time, people are going to reach out to you. They're going to contact you about seeing the house. The agents are going to come in. They're going to show your house. We're going to do open houses, and we're going to do everything it can to get as many feet through the door. The more feet through the door, the more offers we get. The more offers we get, the better we position your house to make you the most money. And then from there, we're going to start getting offers. When we get offers, I review the offers, my team reviews the offers just to make sure we have multiple expert eyes on them. And then we're going to send them to you to review. And then we're going to call and we're going to explain what's happening. This is the offer. This is what they're expecting. This is what they want. And then the question comes, how would you like to proceed? And we can usually accept it, we can counter it, or we can just tell them to go kick rocks. I usually don't recommend that, the kick rocks part, because we can always counter. If they say no, that's fine, but we tried, we gave it our best bet, and we go from there. And then if we do tell them to kick rocks, we just go back on the market, rinse and repeat. If we do come to an agreement, that's when we have to get the house ready, because an inspection is going to happen. In the first probably 7 to 10 days, they're going to come back, and that inspector's job has one job, and it's to tear the house down. It's to completely tear it apart and give them a 30-page book on what's wrong with the house. That time, when we get it back, they're going to come back with what they call an amendment to address repairs. We're going to look through it and see what's a legit repair and what's just BS. What are they just trying to fill it full with? And then we decide what we're going to do, what we're willing to do, or if we don't want to do anything, we can do a price reduction, or we can improve our closing costs, or we stand our ground and say we've got a great built home and we don't want to do any repairs. And that's up to you. It's your job to make that decision. It's my job to consult you. Once we're through that, we start planning the close. At the closing, 95% of the time, you need to be out by closing, so we need to have you somewhere to go, already ready, because we've purchased it and we're going to buy it the day that you close, because that way you have the money where you need to go. Or we'll have a plan that's already thought out and ready to go. So at closing day, you'll show up, things are already moved, you can close, and the new homeowner, that becomes their house, and you get to move into your house. And the listing process isn't that complicated when you have an expert helping you and guiding you with it. And that's what my team does. So if you're considering selling in the next 6 to 12 months, let me know. I'll be happy to come by, tell you what I think the value is, and give you some tips on how we can maximize the value. Remember, who you work with matters, and have a great day.